Right, so now I have my chopped, diced onions on about a medium heat and oil. Have my garlic and my mushrooms. And soon it will be. In the meantime, I'm going to cut the chicken slices, and we'll see at the in the end. We then have some our chicken that's being chopped. A little time, a few minutes for the tomato onions to be and it's starting to achieve a little bit of a rich brown color. And we now add in the garlic. Sorry, first time I'm trying to do a cooking video. Now we'll add a little butter in order to speed up the frying process, in order to act as a buoyant so that the mixture doesn't, the onions and garlic doesn't get burned. So just spread that around there. Let the butter melt. Obviously not the best utensil, you know, not the ideal to mix this with. But one has to make do with what they have. We increase the intensity now. As you can see, that's getting a nice little color now, quite fragrant as well. Now we add a pinch of salt. Dash of pepper. Some paprika. a little bit more salt. Give that a mix, jolly good mixture. There's a fine aroma of flavors and spices emanating. Now we can probably time to add our mushrooms. Obviously, this is just like a test thing. Yeah, конечно. Ногти подстриганы. So the counters are clean, so this would conform to all kinds of hygienic standards. Now you see the mushroom fairly dry and they actually absorbed the mixture. So this can be remedied. Alright. Cutting a little bit of more butter. Done as such. You know, player style with a knife. Just rub it around there. And we can also increase the flavor. Oh no, shit! Increase the flavor. Like, yeah, leave me alone. And speed up the cooking process with some red wine vinegar. Well, grape vinegar, not really wine vinegar. Now you would think that that wouldn't go well with the mixture, but it actually does. And in the end, then we can see some of the. This will also help bring out some of the flavors and juices from the mushroom, which is what we're going for. Lovely. And let that cook for a few minutes. So now I think it's about time to start adding the chicken. So, yep. Take that. Mix that together. Now turn up the heat. Just put a bit more butter for buoyancy. That the butter adds flavor, of course. Adds the medium upon which to cook, and also protects the ingredients from being burned at higher heat intensity. So it's also practical, maybe not so healthy calorie-wise, but certainly tastier. Just to make sure that if one must also, look at the meat and see that, first flip the pieces over so that they're evenly cooked first. Kind of like flipping a steak, a piece of meat that you're cooking. Just have to be thorough. Like that, like this one for example, just put it inside there. This as well. And here as well. That. Just, make sure. See, this is this piece here, a little red. There you go. Just add a tiny bit of wine, basically vinegar, so rubbish anyway. And more flavor, but good for cooking, There's no shame in my game. Now that it's being steaming, turn down the temperature. Add a little bit more spices. So we're going for black pepper, a little paprika, some salt, pepper, paprika. What else? I suppose we could add a little cumin maybe. Yes, cooking one-handed isn't ideal, I suppose. It's better to, for safety, better to use both hands. Now just mix that together. And what else could we add? Maybe some oregano to give it a Mediterranean-y kind of distinctive taste. Or whatever, Spanish, whatever the fuck. And it goes well with chicken, no doubt. Oopsie daisy. Put that back. Oh, who's gonna clean this shit up? Oh well, I guess that will be me. That's guess that's what's bothersome about this whole cooking thing, right? So, let the shit cook for a bit. Mix some spices, whatever. It smells pretty good, that's for sure. You're a shit cook, you can't cook. Get out of my kitchen, you filthy beast. What's that guy's name? Gordon Ramsay. Yeah. Oh man, Gordon Ramsay. Think you're better than me? Let's take a sneak. Well, the meat certainly is well cooked. Can't really say it's too flavorful. No, it's getting there. Need a little bit. Mix some more spices. So a little bit more butter. Black pepper, that's certainly important. This. Salt. Now that is better. Maybe it needs a little bit more salt for such a pan. You know, the texture is very nice. Meat is cooked to a very satisfactory level, however, but you know, as flavorful, well, really, as non-marinated, you know, chicken that's been frozen can, you know, possibly be flavorful. Just a bit more salt. Mix that in the oils with the spice mix. Yeah, it's getting there. See, now I'm actually gonna remove the meat. So we're gonna wait for the rice to reach a boil, and then lower the temperature and let it steam itself. And meanwhile, well, we did a little bit, you know, more tasting than intended, but when it was actually out of the, pan was actually really good. You know, it's got a lot of flavor. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten it while it was, really hot. Burned my tongue a bit, but now it's really good. Obviously, with all that shit that we put. So, yeah, I think the barking dog outside, agrees. Now that the rice is achieving the boil, we put it down and cover it. And mix it together, obviously. Mix the shit together. There you go. And that's gonna be some good shit. Not quite a risotto or a paella, but similar concept. So now we cover the shit with the lid, and we wait. It's getting there a bit, so we should just mix it a bit. I already added a tiny bit of salt. Mix it around. Try to spread out the juices all, equitably around the rice. You have to pay like 15 euros or so, dollars, whatever, some shit to eat this kind of food in a restaurant. here we have it for free in our house. Just add a tiny little bit more butter and make it nice and creamy. There you go. So we can also speed up the process. You know, we don't want that al dente. You know, I mean, I personally would want to, you know, want it a little softer. And I had to add a little bit, you know, more water to it. Mix it around. Otherwise, I think it would be a little al dente or a little crunchy or something. You know. But it will get there, you know, it always does. Well, the amount of like attention I had to give this, right? It's as if it is a mother pucking, you know, risotto. But anyway, I'll get there. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's almost like it's a mother pucking risotto. Maybe because I normally use basmati rice. I don't know. You know what happens? So you just add a little water, bring it to boiling point, add a little something for buoyancy, a little lard maybe, or butter. It's as if, anyway. You know, and the stuff continues, so, you know, it was originally intended to be like a shortcut, you know, inspired by Yiddish housewives. They would make everything in one, like, skillet. But this is, you know, might as well, like, you know. Now it's risotto-esque. Deconstruct. That's not what we were going for, but we are going for the end product. So, in any case.